good night, everyone. Don't forget to like my sister. Oh.
Large brand bread mix is on special. Oh, I'm going to have that as well. 5 kilo bags are on special. The big one.
Okay, this isn't doing a thing. Why is that not doing a thing? Okay, it's just the delay. Hello, Nicole. I'm just waiting for people to come in. Trying to see if I can see where I am. Hello. Hi, good morning, everyone. I know it's very, very late getting stateside at the moment. So welcome in. Grab your tea. Look, I've got my usual bucket. If you are not already familiar with my bucket of tea, this is my bucket of tea. And I'm just getting used to the lag. Oh my goodness. It's yeah, it's a bit of a thing being back on lives with the lag and everything else. And something is not playing on my phone. Oh, let's do this. Live. This is me not used to tech stuff. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I've got a bucket of tea. It's a huge mug. I actually don't know its capacity, Crash. So yes. Oh, hello. All right. Tonight I have this is Evermoment. This is the 9/11 image painting that a few of us saw last year. I have probably got about 20 weeks behind in all of this. I'm so far behind on this. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to try and do this tiny section. Well, it's not quite so tiny, but it's all black just so I don't necessarily lose myself because I'm busy chatting and everything else. Tonight, I don't think Marissa is here. If she does pop in, please. Oh, there she is. Hello, Marissa. Marissa's doing this for charity, as in a fundraiser for multiple people. And this year I am doing it for Australia Zoo. The reasons why I'm doing it for Australia Zoo is that when the bushfires happened at the beginning of the year, a lot of people gave money to Celeste Barber, who is an Australian comedian. She did a massive amount of fundraising, like you're talking millions and millions of dollars. And she had all the money, wanted to start giving it out to different initiatives. And unfortunately, that money didn't actually get given to whoever it was meant to be given. And it's kind of got stalled in red tape and everything else. Australia Zoo is one of those businesses, funding, charities, whatever, support. And the funding is actually being used to support the animals. So that's who I'm going to be giving to. And I'm going to be sharing some information on that as we go. And we'll see where we go from there. Now, there will be some games because I have got a giveaway. And I'm just going to go back up the chat and say hi to people who have come in. So, hello, Mickey. I think I did see that you may not be lasting. I'm not surprised given how late it is. So thank you very much for coming and saying hi. Ginger, hello. Jen, love you. Hello. Mistria, hello. Tia. GMR. Now, GMR, where are you in Australia? I don't think we have chatted before. Valerie, hello. Nicole, I think I said hi as you were first in. Crash, of course. Yes, hello. Crystal, Tia. Who else have I got? Rivka, hello. You're just up the pond. Hello, Janice. Yeah, 5 a.m. in the UK. Okay, at least it's getting to morning. I might have some chance of Rachel's going to be awake in the morning. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Marissa. Hello, Barbara. First time making it through the DP-a-thon and chatting with you. Yes, it is. look, if you guys are actually interested, I know we all have playlists, and I know I certainly have the playlists from the previous DP-a-thons. Go and jump on the playlists and have a bit of a binge, because we've got lots and lots of hours of footage and chat and games and craziness all in those playlists. So I know Marissa's got them on hers. I've got them on mine, and most of us probably actually have the playlist saved. And if you have the playlist and you are just playing, it will just take you from one into the next, into the next. Hello, Sarah. You are another Aussie. Yes, I saw that you were an Aussie. Hello, Odd But Nice. You are my knight in shining armor with all our codes and everything else. You're so fantastic to work with. Who else have we got? Lisa, hello. Marilyn. Sylvia, hello, honey. Terralyn, hello. We keep saying hi to each other and we never actually get a chance to actually speak, but hello. Shepherd's Cottage. You know, I'm still waiting on my storage to be able to kit up Shepherd's Cottage. When is that happening, Beck? Is that in July that we're starting that one? You took your son to Australia Zoo. It's miles away out of anywhere. It's like the most remote place I think I've seen. It's up Queensland somewhere, and yeah, I'm amazed at the crowds that they get there. Hello, Charlevan. And oh, blush. That's cute. Fia's up next at the stupid hours of the morning. Fee does stupid hours anyway. Hopefully she hasn't got any technical issues. It is 2 p.m. here. I put Sophie to bed about half an hour ago. She was getting more feral as she was getting more tired, but I need to get some food into her and then try and banish her. So I don't know if she'll be up by the time my live finishes. Shepherd's Cottage is now in the Facebook group. Oh, boom. Right. Hey, Aussie Collection. So yeah, it's mid-afternoon. It has been the greyest of days here this morning. We have had rain through the night, and we've had what we call Bridgewater Jerry kind of mists that come from upriver drifting down the river. You're 3/4 of the way done. Mickey, you have way too much time on your hands. I'm actually off work this week. I found out that I have in my lower back. You remember how, well, some of you, if you're into my videos and my whipping chats, you'll have known that I had a bad upper back from too much desk work, typing and all that kind of jargon. Took a break from the desk that I was sitting on, got a new desk and was doing physio and all that kind of thing. And then when I was at the physio, she has tweaked my back after I had done some vacuuming, and it's turned out to be a prolapse disc or something, or a bulge on a disc. So I'm taking a week and a half off work just to relax. All right, I need to get some drills down, or I'm going to be like, is it Becky, who never got a drill down. You'll totally come and take care of me. Oh, that would be awesome.
What would I do?
Yeah. My husband wonders what would he do. All right. You know what? I went to look for an easy diamond painting to do and had the shocking realization that all I have out is actually squares. I think I've got the round in the Christmas tree and everything else is squares. And I'm kind of thinking, oh, that's not going to be easy to do. I need to be able to either not concentrate on drills, or I'm not going to get anything done anyway. So if I don't get anything done, actually, I'm not too fussed. As I said with, I think it was Shine when we were listening to Beth, that I feel so unfocused at the moment. Now, what have I done? I've got really, really dirty blue tack in here. It's actually probably so cruddy. Yeah, it is. That it's not going to work. Now, if you don't already know, I use blue tack, and I have loved it. I think I tried it after the first couple of tries with wax. Yeah, Mickey, you know I'm kidding. I'm so jealous. I would love to be able to give up work to just craft, sort of, kind of. It does kind of keep me busy. It gives me something to come home and talk about with stories, but I certainly enjoyed the time off I had with maternity leave. You know how you take time off occasionally and you kind of think, no, I'm going to kill my husband. I need to go back to work. We actually get on really well together and we didn't get sick of each other in that year off. So yeah, I wasn't chomping at the bit to go back. And then there was Sophie, of course, who is, you know, the little blonde bombshell in my life. So yeah, I think that's why I've got into a lot of the crafts. Mickey, why I've got, like, in the evenings, I'll actually sit and do a bit of cross stitch and things like that. Oh, now hang on, my camera is going to hunt a bit, so I'll get that to behave. All right, Australia Zoo. Now there is a link that should be in my description, but if you can grab that, Odd, I would really appreciate that. It's australiazoo.com.au, but in the tab of support wildlife, there is a phenomenal amount of information. Now, you can go in and you can adopt an animal, and from the point of view of stateside being US stateside adopting an animal, it's really cheap. It's $50 Australian, which works out at maybe $25, maybe $30 Australian to adopt an animal. Yeah. There are a number of animals that you can adopt. You adopt it and the payment lasts for 12 months. At the end of the period, you give an option to renew. And from what I saw when I was looking, it is, you know, it's reasonable. But I did a Frivolous Friday on Friday and gave a lot of information on the supporting the wildlife. There are conservation programs that are not just Australia based. There are some in the Africa, and there are some, oops, didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't mean to do that. So there's some in Africa and some in Australia. They do support crocodiles and things like that, but you might not want to adopt a crocodile. You might want to adopt something a bit more cuddly. So I was going to read some facts, you know, the information from there and see what you kind of think. So this is on the back of Steve Irwin, and when I went into Frivolous Friday, I actually went into a lot of detail of how Steve came about doing this. I don't know who doesn't know our Aussie who, oh, gone brain fart now. What was he? Who? Steve Irwin. He did Crocodile Hunter. That was it. So there was a lot of history in that, giving you a bit of a background. You can visit the park. It is in Beerwah. I don't know where Beerwah is. I think it's kind of up into the higher end of Queensland, maybe, you know, a couple of hours north of Brisbane or something. A little bit past Whoop Whoop. A little bit past Whoop Whoop, my husband said. Oh dear. So let me see what the website has to say. Caloundra and Alexandra Headland. Yeah, right. Mantra, Mooloolaba Beach. I have these great Australian names. Mooloolaba. Mooloolaba. What? Ba. Mooloolaba. Sorry, I don't speak Aussie enough for my Tasmanian husband sometimes. He criticized me when I say Kookaburra. There's Caloundra, which, as far as I know, is like, that's way up north. Alexandra Head. Noosa Resort. Noosa is where all the, well, I was going to say the rich people go. Not necessarily the rich people, but it is a bit upmarket. Staying in Noosa. Oh, I thought it suddenly said retire, ready to retire. All right, there is some get involved. Okay, so help us save one and save the species is a lot of the things. Some of the petitions that are here, you can sign a petition. You can stop the harvesting of crocodile eggs. There was a picture of a couple who had a crocodile on their property. It would have been a big saltwater, and it was lying on a mattress on the back of a car trailer. the thing was bigger than the mattress, bigger than a single mattress. It was as wide as the thing. Its feet were hanging off the ends, and its tail was nowhere near on the mattress. It was huge. It was taped up with bin bags and duct tape and all sorts of things as they were going to relocate them. No, he didn't get eaten, Crash. He got stung by a stingray when he was doing a dive, and I think they continued filming. They never released the footage, but I think they have shown it to the family. And I can't remember if any of the kids were on site when he was doing it or not. Yeah, it was devastating to hear. You know, we were all kind of going, what the heck, you know, and he wasn't afraid of stingray or anything else. That's why he was swimming with them. Yeah, he was just amazing guy when it came to animals. Bindi was only a wee tacker. She's just got married. She married a guy who was from the States, who came over to the zoo, fell in love with her, and they got married a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was a couple of months ago. But during the COVID thing, they had a very private wedding at Australia Zoo, and the tributes were just gorgeous. So if you can check out their wedding video on YouTube, please do. She is gorgeous. And Robert, you will have known, he has been on TV, I think on The Late Show, scaring the bejesus out of Conan O'Brien, I think, or no, Jimmy Fallon, with the animals. They were so scared. It was ridiculous how scared these grown men were of the animals that Robert Irwin was showcasing. He's only 17. It's like I still can't get over the fact that he's only 17, but he's very like his dad. Yeah, and they do. They all continue in the work. I think Terry, his wife, is still completely smitten by him. I don't know. Oh, yes, it was Kevin Hart. He was ridiculous. Terry, I don't think will ever relinquish that flame that she's got for him, which I think is gorgeous. It's a little bit sad as well, in that maybe she won't be able to move on and find a new love, but it is what it is, and you know, she has to do what she has to do, and they need to have somebody that is as driven in the wildlife field as they are, I guess, to do anything. All right, that pen is driving me nuts because it's not sticky at all. Couple of other things, which are nothing to do with the fundraising at all. Everlasting tips. I got one on the weekend. The video is, I think, going up on Tuesday. Everlasting tips are stainless steel tips instead of the brass tips. They are not cheap. They're $10 Aussie, so I don't know what that converts to in the States, maybe 7 or 8, which people might think is expensive, but they're supposed to last forever. And they also have 3 placers and 4 placers. So if you are a multi-placer and you would like to get everlasting tips, go check them out. And that link will be on my video on Tuesday too. Now, let me tell you what we can do with this adoption of animals. So some of the pretext here, and there's an awful lot of reading, so please, I'm only going to, you know, dip my toe in the water here. It says, we need your help. Crikey, here at Australia Zoo, we are flat out like a lizard drinking, caring for over 1,200 gorgeous animals. Australia Zoo receives no ongoing government funding, so animal adoptions through the Adopt an Animal program play a vital role to our ongoing fight for wildlife conservation by providing us with valuable funds required for our endangered species breeding programs, state-of-the-art wildlife exhibits, essential rehabilitation programs, veterinary requirements, and general animal husbandry needs such as food and enclosure maintenance. By adopting one of Australia Zoo's animals, not only do you have the satisfaction of knowing that you're making a difference, but you also receive gifts of appreciation according to the level of contribution. So, further down this page, these are animals you can adopt. Do you want one of these? My husband won't let me have any of these animals unless they are Tasmanian. So I'm stuck. There is an Aldabra tortoise, an igloo, whatever the heck that means. I don't know if that means a land tortoise. We'll go and find out. There is an Asian small-clawed otter called Daisy. Oh, these are names. Oh, duh. So Igloo is the name of the tortoise. Isn't that a brilliant name? There is a Bengal tiger called Charlie. There is a binturong called Pip. There is a blue and gold macaw called Quato. There's a Brahminy kite called Byron. There is a Burmese python called Alima. Now, who was it that said they wanted a boa constrictor in Rebecca's live? Crashly, what the heck did I miss something? Husbands needs like strippers? What? Cheetah called Lawrence. They have a common wombat called Elle or Ellie. They have a common wombat called Milo. They probably have lots of wombats, to be honest. They have a dingo called Archie. Dingoes are not dogs. So they're wild dogs, but they're not pets. Oh, right. It's a husbandry. Right. Eastern grey kangaroo called Melman. Wasn't Melman the giraffe in Madagascar? That's all right, Crash. They have more. They have an eastern grey kangaroo called Teal. It actually looks like a picture of a joey. Like, it looks really young. They have a Fijian crested iguana called Teddy. Lynn, where are you? You can have an iguana. There is a giraffe called Forrest. There's a giraffe called Sophie. Ooh! Of course there's a giraffe called Sophie. Do you guys have a giraffe called Sophie? We have a squeaky giraffe that's actually called Sophie. They cost a fortune. They're French. They're made out of funky rubber. Anyway, so I've got a giraffe called Sophie already. There's a king cobra called Utah. There is a koala called Bert. There's another one called Brandy, another one called Koya. And there's a Komodo dragon, another one for Lynn, called Inda. Oh, God. There's a meerkat called Molly. There's a red panda called Ravi. There's a rhinoceros iguana called Rhino. I'm not sure what a rhinoceros iguana is. There's a ring-tailed lemur called Vitrobe. There is a saltwater crocodile called Agro. There is a saltwater crocodile called Bindi and another one called Graham. There's a southern hairy-nosed wombat called Meg. Which animal is called Brandy? Going back up, koala. Mistria, it's a koala. There is a southern white rhino called Carrie. There is a southern white rhino called DJ. There is a star tortoise called Franklin. There's a Sumatran elephant called Rafflesia. There's a Sumatran tiger called Delilah. Thank you, Jen. I'm so glad that you came, and yes, please catch up with the replay. Take care. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Love to the family. There is a Sumatran tiger called Hunter. Another one called Nelson. Oh my God, it looks so cute. There is a Tasmanian devil called Titus. There's a wedge-tailed eagle called Ace. A Wombat python called Lionel. And there is a zebra called Lucas. Zebra. Okay, let's go into Igloo. Okay, now what I'm going to do, give me just a second. I'm going to share the page if I can. Adopt an animal. No, I want a Labra Igloo. That looks like it's it. And that should now be sharing. Let me just get up to speed with the page. Okay. So you can actually see what I'm seeing. So my name is Igloo. I'm a giant Aldabra tortoise. I can be identified by my large round grey shell, which is how I got my name. It's not the only way to identify me. I have a big personality to match my big shell. I love cuddles and scratches, especially under my shell in hard to reach places. Look at that face. Night, Mickey. Take care. Hey, creative. Michelle, you shared, if I can find the right words for this, a very touching live, and we love you heaps. So just saying. I'm moving on before I start crying. Alabra says, I love spending my days cooling off in my pond and eating delicious grass and vegetables. Although I prefer fruit, my all-time favorite food is hibiscus flowers. I'm a growing boy, so I eat a lot. I weigh 180 kilos. And when I'm done growing, I will weigh up to 300 kilos. Holy cow, he's only a youngster. Crikey, maybe that's why I move so slow. And then there is a picture of a Labra with a couple of kids. He is huge. I share my home with another male tortoise named Jarvis, and when we aren't in the pond together, we sunbake together. I'm ectothermic, which means I get my energy from the sun. My big grey shell acts like a giant solar panel. Luckily, I live here on the Sunshine Coast where it's warm and sunny all year round. I'm here at Australia Zoo because I'm an ambassador for my wild cousins. Aldabra tortoises were hunted to the brink of extinction in the 1800s. Now my wild friends are a protected species. You beauty. So if I click on Adopt Igloo, it will... So if we go into Join, I'm just going to do this just to give you an idea. It's asking for a username and login. Okay, not doing that. All right, I'll go back to the animals. Now, somebody was asking about Brandy. Brandy was... Aren't these gorgeous? Actually, I'm going to go slow so you can see these animals. Aren't they just beautiful? So there's Forrest, and then there's Sophie, and Utah, and Bert, and here is Brandy on the left. Isn't she gorgeous? My name is Brandy, and I'm a stunning, beautiful koala. I have a very relaxed attitude, and I'm a favorite among our keepers. I think that's partly due to the fact that I have the fluffiest ears. Due to my good looks, fluffy ears, and chilled personality, I'm often called upon to attend special events. There is Terry with Brandy. Oh, that was at the wedding. Actually, I think that's the wedding dress that she was wearing as mum of the bride. To tell you a secret, I was one of the animal stars, here we go, at Bindi and Chandler's wedding here in Australia Zoo. I accompanied Terry as she walked down the aisle. What an honor it was to attend this special day. Make sure you keep an eye out for me whenever you see the photos. As I've grown up with a few other koalas here at the zoo, I can be seen jumping around our koala home, being cheeky and sitting up high as I can. I like to be queen of the koala castle. All right. Now, was there any other animals you particularly wanted to see? The red panda, the meerkat. Rebecca, you mentioned a meerkat. Meerkat named Molly. Probably go well with Jake. My name is Molly. I'm the matriarch meerkat of my mob. I'm very calm and confident, so I have exactly what it takes to be a protective leader. I remember watching these on one of the, Planets or David Attenborough kind of series, and they're crazy looking animals. I can be distinguished from my daughters by my dark face. I'm petite and adorable, but I make up a lot of character. I like to spend my days digging and foraging for insects or just to pass time. I'm often seen sharing the sentry duties, keeping a keen eye out for would-be predators. It's an important job and one I take very seriously. She's very cute. My favorite thing to do is test my skills with enrichment activities. I have a very active mind. I'm curious about anything new that enters my home. I think it's my favorite because enrichment always ends in delicious treats. Make sure you drop by and say good day to my beautiful daughters when you visit Australia Zoo. Red panda. Need a drink. Red panda. Ravi. Oops. G'day, my name is Ravi. I'm a ridiculously cute red panda. Look how big he is. He's like a giant cat. My name Ravi means sun in Sanskrit. Sun perfectly summarizes my personality. I'm very playful and have lots of love to give. I bring joy to everyone I meet. I tell you what, the guys who actually get to work in Australia Zoo are so spoiled. They get to play with these animals and just love on them so much. I like to spend my days snoozing in my amazing fig tree or inside my air-conditioned log. That's nice. During the early morning and late afternoon, I love to play my favorite game, hide and seek. I'm very good at it. My keepers will call me and I will secretly follow behind them. Once I'm spotted, I then scamper off to find a new hiding place. Usually I'm willing to give up my hiding space for a delicious grape, though. That's kind of cool. I'm an endangered species. My wild counterparts are illegally hunted and their habitat is being destroyed. I hope to make everybody fall in love with red pandas in the hope they will be saved from extinction. Are they cute? I don't know. I mean, they call them red pandas. I don't know if they're in the panda family or they just call them pandas. I'm not quite sure of the genetics involved there. Let's go see a salty. Aggro. All right. G'day, my name is Aggro. I'm an impressive saltwater croc. I am over 4.5 meters long. That is... Hey, Google. What's 4.5 meters in feet?
4.5 meters is equal to 14 feet, 9.165 inches.
14 feet. Okay. For Americans, 14 feet is, nearly 3 people, give or take. Yeah, that's kind of big. 600 kilos. I'm not even going to do pounds. It's, what is that? Half a ton or something? I don't know. You might remember me from the original Crocodile Hunter series. I am a seasoned TV star. So the original Crocodile Hunter would have been from the 90s. So he is not exactly a young kid either. I got my name Aggro because, well, I can be very protective of my home. Oh, gee, look at those teeth. Especially from lawnmowers. I successfully defended my home against many blasted lawnmowers during my lifetime. They're very clean. I'll give them that much. I've been in Australia Zoo since 1988. I came to be here because I was frequenting public areas as seen as a problem crocodile. My fate may have been different if Steve and the Australia Zoo crew didn't rescue me and give me a luxury home and a free feed. It was here I met the love of my life, Cookie. You can spot me enjoying my lake and sunbathing with my gorgeous girlfriend. I hope you drop in to say good day. The other thing is you don't see silly behavior happening in Australia Zoo. I know we've had animals attack keepers and things like that. I think they have a very sensible program of actually dealing with these. Now, the hairy-nosed wombat is not the typical wombat that I'm used to seeing. So this is Meg. She's a southern hairy-nosed wombat. She's the only southern wombat to be found here at Australia Zoo. She's very cheeky, has a huge personality, have lots of attitude, but I'm very loved by my keepers. She's gorgeous. Oh, for a wombat. I like to spend my days digging in my sandpit. I can dig very impressive burrows and will only resurface for a delicious treat. My favorite food is sweet potato and corn, although I'm a grazing animal, so my diet is mostly grass. She almost has a face like a cat, except the nose is kind of wrong. She's a weird animal. I love to go for long walks, but my keepers, with my keepers to explore smells and sounds around the zoo, but I can be very shy at first. Make sure you come and say good day if you see me out and about. She is definitely different. Now, what I will do, how are we doing for time? Okay. So what I will do, I will show you this, if I can, if I figure out that. So let me do this, pick another tab. This is what I'm going to give the winner. This is something that you will be able to get if you're in the States. And if you're not in the States, I will either mail it to you from Tasmania, or I will see if we can get it from amazon.com.au. This is a typical wombat. Okay, this is just a silly kind of, hey, love you guys and want to kind of, give something back. So in saying that, I need to open up a new tab because I've gone and lost my link that I had. And I think we've already done that. So I'll get the next one. Actually, no, what I'll do is I'll go back because, Crash, you're familiar with this. These are the Rebus puzzles that we did before. I will try and do this, but this one I think I can use as a tester. So just give me a second. I will stop that. I will get another screen. And sorry for the jumping around. There we go. Now, these are rebus puzzles. Are you familiar with rebus puzzles? Now, and have I got somebody who's awake to maybe take down names of winners? We'll do, what will we do? 5 pages. Is that fair? Marissa, I just see on the message that you're conking out. So yeah, it's fine. So is there somebody who will volunteer to keep a score for me? And that doesn't mean that you can't be part of it, but I will potentially go back and double check. And I'm sorry if I have missed some people who have come into the live. I kind of have it on half of my screen, so I can't see everyone coming in. Oh, Uncrafty Crafter. No, I haven't said hi to you. Mystria, hello, hello. Jill, I haven't said hi to you either. And for some reason, this, yes, it is refreshing. Okay. All right. So these are rebus puzzles. Ooh. Hey, Nick and Tina. These are rebus puzzles. So this one in the top left is the picture puzzle. Can you know, let's try and muddle these through together. So I've got 37, 38, 39, and 40. If you know which the answer to any one of these, put the answer in and just put the number next to it. I know it's of course there's puzzles. Okay. You've never heard of these puzzles? It's a picture in word kind of thing, creative. So 37 is, it's a green blob and it's 2 letters, N and V. So it's green with envy. So you've got the green blob and then you've got NV. And that's kind of what you're after. 38 could be over and over. The puzzle for 39 could be for once in my life, for once in my life. Because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ones and it's in the words my life. Okay, and then 40 could be broken promises. So do you kind of get the idea? Now, the beauty of this is that you can click here for the answers. It takes you to the next page and we've got, okay, green with envy, over and over again, for once in my life, and broken promise. All right. So, now I know these answers, some of them, because I've been doing rebus puzzles since I was in primary school, I think. So I'm going to put some drills down. And we win. What do you win? Okay, I'll see how I go with taking names. Night, Paula. Thank you for coming, and hook up in the rest of the playlist. Fee follows me, and then I think there's a bit of a gap between Fee and Carla then takes over at the start of the morning. You're missing something in that phrase, Marissa. You're right with 41. I think you're right with 42. Who said that? GMR. Mystria, you've got your numbers mixed up. The number of the puzzle is just above the box. Terrylyn, you're correct. Okay, are we ready to move on? Most people are doing really well. So we've got what goes up must come down. First lady, a friend in need. The A friend was there was an A that came before the friend. in need, and then safety in numbers. All right, let's see how we're going. Come on, creative, you can do this. Yeah, I think you're right with that, creative. Or crafty, sorry. That's right, Valerie. I think it's your time is up. I think it's travel overseas. Yeah, the only one I'm not sure of is Red Seas. Could be seeing red. I'm not entirely sure. Let's take a look. Travel the 7 seas. No, you're under arrest. To see red. Okay. Your time is up and overseas travel. What did travel overseas? Yeah, you kind of there but not there. Odd, but yeah. Uncrafty crafter. You got that. All right, let's see what's next. Okay. I know they're pretty on the ball, aren't they, Odd, for such a late hour? It's it's all kinds of wrong. Get some vodkas and whiskeys and coffees and things. 50 is middle-aged. Yep. That looks right. Trip around the world. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Marissa. I don't quite know the smoke. And the 52, I think, skate over ice. Yeah, I'm thinking something to do with skating on ice. Oh, could be skating on ice, skating on thin ice. I think Fee is maybe struggling with some tech issues, but we'll see how we go with getting her up and running when things keep going. How do we go for the smoke? Did anyone get 49? Middle age is 50. Okay. 50, 50, 51, 50. 49. Come on, guys. Come on. 49. Trip around the world, number 51. Yeah. $49. Smoke. Smoke over G. No. I don't know. Something to do with fog, smoke. Oh, awesome, Fee. So glad to hear that. I've already kind of said how having tech issues is just my bane. My computer had to get a restart before I came on. Smokestack. No, I restarted it the other day. Hubby's thinking it's just, I'm just computer inept or something. All right, I give up on the smoky thing. Smokestack. Let's see what it's got. Go, oh God, go up in smoke. That's like one of your dad jokes, Michelle. Middle-aged, you got that. Trip around the world, you got that. Skate on thin ice. All right. Ooh, I know the first one. That was kind of quick. Okay. 54 has me a bit stuck. Don't slap forward. Just keep telling us dad jokes. Your dad jokes were so funny. Even my husband groaned at those. Now, I wish I could point at the camera and you can actually see what I'm doing, but even when I show my mouse over the word, it doesn't actually hover over the word. It's really frustrating. So you can actually see in 53, tongue is spelt it fully in, and then if you had it as a different color, you'd really see it. But then you've got the CH on the left and then EEK on the right. So it's tongue in cheek. So that's a kind of guide for you there, Valerie. 54. Anyone got 54? Rivka, you are really close. I don't think it's no credibility. There's a gap. Credibility, yeah, okay. That's okay, Valerie. Hey, Kathy, not sure if I've said hi to you. I don't know if it's a broken credibility. It's not really broken, it's split, and I don't think split credibility is a thing. 54 is up for grabs. Well done, Tara Lynn. Sorry, 56, I mean. Have we seen, I haven't seen any 54s go up. How are we doing at 54? Not sure about lacking credibility. Spread credibility? No, I don't know. What is it about 54 that you might recognize? What are those numbers dedicated to? Yeah, I'm not sure that they're wild, but yes, you've got the idea with the cards. So, I'm kind of thinking it's like jacks and kings are high or something. Uh, 54. No, it is the deck of cards. Yes, it's yeah, Jack and King poker. Well, not quite poker, but yeah, it's a deck of cards. So ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. Hello, Christy. Have you had any sleep? Aces win? No. King high straight? No. It could be jacks and kings. Well, no, I don't think jacks and kings are wild is a thing either. Ooh, okay. So you're still going strong. Let's move on. See how we go. Tongue in cheek. Oh, God. That is a dad joke. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Michelle, you watching? 54 is a high jack king. Oh, that's, yeah. Hijacking. Credibility gap was the magic word we were looking for there. Hey, yeah, I know that's terrible. And up for grabs. All right, what do we got? First one should be easy. Oh, and I've seen 58 before and I can't think what the heck it is. Oh, yes, I've got it now. Yeah, it is kind of full of dad jokes and bad puns and everything else. Oh, did you say hijack king? Yeah, and you didn't put it into hijacking. Close. Thanks, Christy. You're going to make me blush too. No. 54. Yeah, Rivka, you are right. Yes, Kathy, it is. I think shop before you shop till you drop. How are we going at 59? This might, well, this is an American site. It's a .com site, so it shouldn't be an Aussie phrase. Look, no. Well, I think, Sarah, you need to add something into your phrase. Yeah, I think that's more like it, Janice. And 60, I haven't got a clue. Has anyone else guessed 60? How are we going with 60? I do not have a clue with 60. HIJKLMNO. Oh, okay, so it's something about letters H and O, I think. H2O, yes, that's perfect. Carefully crafty. Hello. Hey, shine like a diamond. Hello, Beth. I hope if Maddie is there, say hi. I had a lot of interesting listening to your diabetes talk and everything else. Yeah, it was really, really cool hearing about some of the different illnesses. And Mindy's actually, yeah, Mindy's will probably make you cry a bit. Yeah, and I just want to hug you guys. How are we doing? Oh, my husband's asking me for a hug. Yeah. I can always hug you. Yes, yes. All right. Look left, right. All right, let's move on and see what we got. Forgive and forget. Shop till you drop. Look both ways before you cross the street. Oh, not look left and right. Yeah, close, close. And H2O, water. Well done, Crafty. All right, I think this might be the last one. I'll then have to scoot up through my peoples. And I know, yeah, Michelle's was awesome. Yeah. And people being real, I think, is something that we don't necessarily, we don't get the real. We get the real from people, but we don't often get the vulnerable all that often. And seeing the vulnerable, I think, just makes them all the more real, if that makes sense. 61. See eye to eye. Ooh, sorry, didn't mean to solve it for you. Maybe. Up to no good. Yes. Look, some of it's just wordplay, Ginger, and some of it's being familiar with some of these before, and yeah, it's just a bit of fun. You could be right with the downpipe. And what's the last one? Scrambled eggs. Yes, Barbara, I think you're right. Has that everyone been solved? Yeah, see eye to eye. Yeah, I kind of put my foot in that one. Let's see. Actually, what I'll do, I'll keep going to the top of the hour with these, and then I'll go back to Australia Zoo. See eye to eye. Up to no good. Downpipe. You were right. And scrambled eggs. All right. Now, okay, I think I know what the first one is. Not quite sure about 66. Oh. Hey, Jess. Have you been diamond painting right through the DP-a-thon? So what time did we start this morning? Who's been here all day? 67 could be Big Brother. I'm not sure about the flat tire. I think Big Brother could be right. Carefully Crafty, I think you're right with 68. I think the tire thing is more to do with the focus, how it's not clear. And has anyone got 66? Sorry, I've gone right now. 65. Has anyone got 65? You guys are doing so well. I love how you guys get into these. $65. Odd. Hang on, I'm going back up. Odd. 63. Oh no, you got piped down. Hang on. I am on live chat. No. How much diamond painting have I got done? I have put down maybe 20 drills. And I have no plans probably on getting any more done. Yeah, it's terrible. I think lives for me, because I'm reading the screen and you're reading the chat and everything else, it's just like, it's not going to happen. And I'm always nervous before I get on. And then when I get on, it's kind of like, oh, it's just you guys. It's like you're all friends. It's like, why was I nervous? But it's just trying to make sure that everything is going to happen correctly. And I'm not going to have any stuff ups with the stream and all of that kind of thing, because I don't do these every week. 65. Okay. The number of nothings is essential, I think. Yeah, see, the Premier, but you in the Premier, you're just chatting. I suppose it's just like a whip and chat, and then you have to watch yourself. That can be nerve-wracking in itself, to be honest. I have to catch up with all the overnights from my point of view. I think they started at midnight my time. So I have about 7 hours. I think I caught Mindy as the first live this morning for me. So she would be in my first. So I've got to catch up on all the others. And some of my very regular YouTubers are in that section of the playlist. I think it might be nothing to the right, maybe, or to nothings to the left. No, it's the arrow's pointing right. I'm not quite sure. Nothing going right. No, nothing left. Maybe nothing left. Yeah. Okay. The tire, I don't know if it's a deflated tire. Yeah, I know. I'm the exact same. It's kind of like the nervous pee, and then you go and put a drink in front of me, and it's like, yeah, I've got to get through this and finish. I'm not sure it's flat. Fuzzy tire, don't think matches. But I think we got the other ones, Big Brother and 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So next to nothing. Dear. Flat tire. Well, you guys got that, so you definitely beat me on that one. Big Brother, well done, Michelle. And 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Ooh. I know what the first one is. Hey, Bianca. How are you doing? $68 is going to drive you to drink. 68 was 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Okay. Pretty please, yes. That was, I'm gonna blank on 70. All I can think yes, I think you're right, Mystery Backdoor. All I could Jill. All I could think of was don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you from Mrs. Coffee. Anyway. 71, come on, who's got that? Crafty Heifer. No, Odd But Nice got that. Okay, and 72. No, Rivka, the number is just over the box, but yes, I think it is tall order. Who else got that? Odd But Nice has got that as well. Oh, but Nice is on fire, as she has always been with these puzzles, not even puddles. Dear. Pretty please, backdoor. See, you guys are awesome. All right, we've got 1 minute. Quick, quick, quick. 73. What the heck? You know, I can normally read backwards and I'm going stupid now, and I can't. Oh, these are tricky. 75, excellency. Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't win anything on my last one, did you? It was Marissa, and it was... Who was the other winner? Who got the thongs for April? It was Marissa and was it Karen from Anxiety Art Adventures? Might have been. Bolt up check. No, but you... Okay, you've got the last word is wrong. Rivka? And I know why you've said that. That's because you're American, and for you, it's a check mark. You did 72 first. Okay. Married to nothing. No, don't think so. Has anyone got the 73? I haven't seen anything about the horse. Mary, quite contrary. I don't think so. Okay, so out of those four, we've got excellency, and you don't seem to be... okay, so with 76, bolt up is the first bit of it. $74. Summary. Oh, of course. Backing the winning horse. I think Odd's got excellency correct because it's XLNC, as in the letters excellency rather than excellence. I think the summary is correct. It's Mary's sum. How are we doing? Bolt up bargain? No. So what would be another mark, or sorry, another word for the check? The check mark? Especially if the beginning of it is bolt up. So if you were doing sums, you've either got a wrong answer or a bolt upright. Yep. Does that make sense, Valerie? Bolt upright? I don't know, when these things kind of click. It's like, oh God, no, you know, that was actually quite easy, almost, because you hear yourself say the answer and it's like, oh God, yeah. And we think it's backing the winning horse. Okay, back the winning horse, because the win is in and it's all backwards, and yeah, it just got silly. And then summary, you got that, an excellency and bolt upright. All right, you guys are awesome. But let's go back to some of these animals, and we will have a look. I'll stop that one for a second. See, there are my drills, Christy. That's all I've put down. Share the screen, and I will grab the... I will show you the real wombat that I'm used to looking at. Now, where was she? There it is. There's Ellie or there's Milo. We'll look at Milo, seeing as Milo is a good Australian name. Milo is a weird drink, dessert, kind of, not dessert, cereal thing. G'day, my name is Milo. I'm a common wombat and I'm cute as a button. When I'm not out and about on walks with my keepers, I like to nap, munch on delicious grass, and dig impressive holes in my sandpit. I'm a cheeky boy who loves to push my limits with my flatmates, Kato and Burrow. I often attempt to steal their sweet potato and corn. It's my favorite food after all. Non-Aussies, are you familiar with a book called This Diary, Secret Diary of a Wombat? Or just the Diary of a Wombat? It's a story about a wombat and they pretty much just eat and sleep. It's really, really cute. I can't think of who actually did it. But yeah, it's awesome. If you have kids, it's definitely worth getting Diary of a Wombat and getting some of the Aussie books. Milo is a molt. That is correct, Rivka. I was born in Australia Zoo in 2013. Not me, the wombat. As part of our successful breeding program, my mum, Minibus, good Lord, told me everything I know. She has passed her confidence on to me, and I have grown into an adventurous, boisterous boy who loves meeting our awesome zoo guests. So you can adopt Milo. Now, let's have a look at the dingo. You guys over in the States would not be used to a dingo. Seriously, Fee, you can't do a Tim Tam Slam with Milo. You can't get anything through a Tim Tam, and Milo's just powder. It's all kinds of wrong. My kids used to eat it. It was basically, you could scoop up this Milo stuff off the top of your hot milk and it would still not mix. It was just crazy. Yeah, I clearly wasn't doing it right. I am Archie the dingo. You have to do what? You have to add the milk slowly. See, yeah, and my kids being Irish wouldn't have known. You use mint bars in Milo. Okay. Okay. I'll have a think about this. I'll have to see if I can get some Milo packets that I can put in the mail to some people. What is a wombat? A wombat is a marsupial. They have got a pouch. They are a burrowing animal, and they're basically boulders on wheels. Sorry, not on wheels, on feet. If you are familiar with wombats in the wild, they could potentially run up to you and bowl you over. They are phenomenally strong and they burrow, but they come out in the evenings and dawn and just eat, around about reasonably friendly, very confident kind of animals. And yes, you may be giving you may be getting a wombat as prize winner. What I will do, I'll go back in my chat and I'll pick a winner from the people who participated in those puzzles, and I will, I don't know, stick names into a random something or other, and I'll let you know in fees, and I'll put it in the description, and I will try and contact whoever that winner was. Is Milo a drink or a cereal? Well, it's kind of both on Crafty Crafter. It is a cereal. You can get it as a breakfast cereal. Traditionally, it's a drink. It comes in a container that looks like hot chocolate, but it's not hot chocolate. It is a heavy malt powder kind of, but it kind of crystallizes quite heavily. So it's brown, but it doesn't turn into hot chocolate in hot milk. It kind of floats on top, and it kind of stays a little bit biscuity, like biscuit crumbs on top.
Mix it properly.
And my husband says I wasn't mixing it properly. And you can have it with cold milk. You can have it with hot milk. And as I say, there is a Milo cereal that you can now get, but you can get lots of breakfast cereals that have been, you know, hot chocolate drinks or whatever before. All right, Archie the dingo. I'm naturally very shy and timid. And once I come out of my shell, you'll see I'm very loving and have a huge personality. I spend my days cuddling with my keepers, swimming in my pond, snoozing, wrestling with my 2 sisters, and exploring the sights, smells, and sounds here at Australia Zoo. These actually live wild on the beaches up in the very top end. You may have heard of Azaria Chamberlain, the dingo at my baby kind of story. The baby went missing. There was blood all over a baby blanket, and they found her baby outfit, you know, had blood on it, and they could have sworn that it was a dingo. And there's always been this question about whether or not the parents actually killed Azaria Chamberlain and not a dingo. But yeah, it's a bit of a Aussie legend now. I'm easy to distinguish from my sisters because I'm white in color with a pretty pink nose. My sisters are tan colored with a black nose, so they look very different. They look kind of like golden Labradors, kind of. They're a little bit more wolfish. But they are very much wild dogs. These are not pets. Well, I'm very handsome and a big hit with our zoo visitors. I'm often spotted out and about on my daily walks with my keepers, so keep your eyes peeled for me and make sure you say good day. I enjoy meeting new people, and I love big, sloppy dingo kisses. So there is the tan in that middle picture of the sisters, or one of the sisters. It does kind of look like a dog, but it's very much not a dog. They kind of get termed. No, they're not from dogs at all. Now this is Melman, and Melman is a true blue grey kangaroo. These are the big kangaroos. No, they're the red ones. What are the greys? Greys are middle size. I'm extra special as I share my birthday with the beautiful Bindi Irwin. I was hand raised by my keeper, so I'm very confident around visitors. I have a very big personality with lots of attitude. Everyone I meet falls in love with me. I'm so cute. How could you blame them? Oh gosh, that is a tiny Joey that Robert is feeding. I can be seen grazing on grass in Australia Zoo's kangaroo heaven, but for most of the day, I find a nice shady spot to snuggle up and sleep. I often don't have to work for my food. Zoo guests bring it straight to me. They can't resist. I can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner from the comfort of my own bed. It's genius, really. Isn't she just gorgeous? No, it's a boy, sorry. One day I will be part of the grey kangaroo breeding program. This means I will get a gorgeous girlfriend and maybe even be a proud father to a beautiful little Joey. Now, this little grey kangaroo, we actually have Bennett's wallabies that live across the road from me. I'm living in suburbia. Hey, Heather. They live on the far side of the hill, and they come up to our neighbor's house because she feeds them. She puts food out for them, and they come up and they feed. And sometimes they're just in her front garden as we come home, or they actually hop out of our garden and go across the road and, you know, head down the back. They're absolutely gorgeous. For me, they're like giant mice. Hey, Shawana. There was a reference to dingo in Seinfeld. I haven't really got into Seinfeld. I know a lot of people get very hooked on that one. You have heard the phrase of a dingo at my baby. Well, there you go. They found the mother woke up, I think, after, you know, the night, and the baby was missing, and she got completely hysterical. I don't think they could make any sense out of her at all. And there was the big story about whether or not she actually had offed the child. Big mystery. Yeah, on the beaches. We've got huge sandy beaches here in Australia, and the dingoes come down onto the shore, and you can actually see them. They're and they can attack. So young children are especially vulnerable to these wild animals.
The whole story about the Chamberlain thing was a mystery because there weren't any known baby nappings.
Yes, they hadn't stolen any babies before this. This is the Sumatran tiger at Nelson. I'm going to hold that picture for a couple of minutes. Isn't he just gorgeous? I mean, look at that face. I have seen bearded dragons. Now, I'm in Tasmania, which is not part of the mainland, but we have had bearded dragons in a reptile club that I was part of. And there are a few other lizards. I actually used to have some blue-tongue lizards. There are none in Australia Zoo that are looking for adoptions, unfortunately. Okay, Nelson. My name is Nelson, and I'm the newest member of the tiger family here at Australia Zoo. Look at those eyes. I was born on June 3rd, 2019 to my mum, Caitlin, and dad, Ranu, and I also live here at the Tiger Temple. Isn't he just gorgeous, Christy? He's like, you know, still a teenager. I'm growing up very quickly, putting on about 1 kilo of weight each week. That would be 2 pounds each week, because I love my milk. I'm still getting used to life around the zoo, so my carers keep a close eye on me while I explore and get up to all sorts of mischief. I'm only a cub after all. Oh, look at him as a baby. Oh, see why I can't have cats? Because it's not Tasmanian. My husband won't let me have a tiger. Look, he's just a kitty. I know that. I bet you aren't allergic to tigers. I know I have a very important role as an ambassador for wild tiger conservation. I will be meeting guests here at the zoo to help raise much needed funds that will go back to supporting the anti-poaching patrol units who protect my wild cousins. I can't wait to be big enough to start hanging out with the other big tigers and play in the huge pool that we have at the Tiger Temple. For the moment, I just concentrate on being the cutest animal here at Australia Zoo. And isn't he just divine? I know. Well, look, you can adopt these. Now, I went into a lot of details on my Friday, Frivolous Friday. So if you are keen on hearing more about the zoo, more about the background of the zoo, the funding that they give, the initiatives that they support, please go and check out my Frivolous Friday. Please come and just troll through this site. There is so much information on the Australia Zoo site, and there's adopting these animals, and then there's not adopting, but conservation support as well. You can support animals in Australia. Hey, Brittany. You can support animals in Africa. So there are cheetah programs. What they're doing, they actually have an army of women in Africa that they have trained to then defend, I think it's the cheetah. And those women then educate the people in their towns. And it just, you know, it supports them and education, and it stops the animals being poached, and it just kind of continues and spreads all kinds of good things. This is a Tassie devil. This is what a Tasmanian devil really looks like. Now, you're used to seeing Taz on the cartoons. This is the Tasmanian devil. Yes, they do make the noise that Taz makes, kind of. This is Titus. He is a gorgeous Tasmanian devil. He doesn't have the facial tumors. Well, Mystria, go and get on the site and adopt Brandy. I'm sure there's not just one adoption fee that, you know, once you've adopted Brandy, that she's not available for anyone else. Titus, my kind was once found all across Australia, but now we're confined to the woodlands of Tasmania. I'm a very independent devil who is not really bothered by my keepers. I prefer to do my own thing. I am a carnivore, and my favorite food is rat. I enjoy looking around my enclosure and out on the grassy green lawn here at Australia Zoo. The Tasmanian devils have been under enormous pressure from a breeding program with this facial tumor. What the devils will actually do is they will fight together, and they will fight by locking jaws, a bit like you see dogs kind of play fighting with muzzles locking. And what that does then is it spreads the cancer from one devil to another. So these facial tumors develop, and they haven't found a cure for these facial tumors, and they are fatal in the Tassie devil. So what they're trying to do is have this protected colony of devils that are cancer free, so that we can try and get these reestablished. So our existence in this is threatened by car strikes and the devil facial tumor disease. The disease consists of contagious cancerous tumors around the face, neck, and mouth of devils, which is where they're fighting. And the disease develops rapidly and is fatal. And look, when you see an intact Tassie devil, they are really, really gorgeous. The facial tumors are just hideous. really, really deforming and horrible. Here at Australia Zoo, we are home to a small population of Tasmanian devils just like me. We play an important role as ambassadors for our wild counterparts. We're currently listed as an endangered species, and we're subject to many research projects in the hope of saving us from extinction. We have some amazing, amazing animals in Australia. They are marsupials. The babies actually cling to the back of the mothers too. They have the strongest mouth in existence. The weight when they clamp down is enough to break a man's leg. The crushing power is immense on these jaws, and they eat dead meat only. They are scavengers. They are not hunters, and they eat everything. They do not leave any body parts behind. Yeah, teeth apparently. Now, the wedge-tailed eagle, we have wedge-tailed eagles here in Tasmania, and they are amazing to watch soaring in the sky. So this is Ace. He is an epic wedge-tailed eagle. My keepers say I'm an absolute sweetheart, and they think you'll fall in love with me too. Isn't he beautiful? I enjoy meeting people. I'm very photogenic. I'll step onto an adult's arm to say hello, and I'll strike a pose. He must be really heavy though. While I'm there. I'm a carnivore, so my favorite food is rat. I can be very focused and not very social when food is around, but can't we all? Us wedge-tailed eagles are the king of the Australian sky, and you can see us all over mainland Australia and Tasmania. I have a keen eye, spotting my prey from up to 2 kilometers. That's about a mile, and can take down animals as big as a young kangaroo. Yeah, these are... I'm not sure how they compare with an American eagle, but I think they're like the next size down from the American eagle. They are big, big birds. And when they're soaring, they actually have a slight point on their tail, hence the name the wedge-tailed eagle. We're a species that often falls victim to hunting, secondary poisoning, and car strikes. So by adopting me, you're helping me to advocate for my wild cousins in Australia. There's a photo of Robert with the eagle. Isn't that cool? Now, it's 20 past. Fee is going to be going live in about 10 minutes. So if you need to take a pee break or anything else, please, get ready to run and see what Fee is up to. I have no idea what she's going to be doing. She is, I think, supporting Jeans for Jeans, if I'm correct. And that is something that's close to her heart. If you would like to adopt an animal or support Australia Zoo, then please do so. I would be more than grateful, and let me know if you decide to do anything like that. Thank you, Valerie. I hope you have enjoyed some of the games. I hope you haven't learned some stuff about some of these amazing animals that we have. They're not just Australian animals. They are animals around the world. So they're supporting them with the conservation in Australia, just to be able to get, I think one of the facts that I gave on Friday was something, might have been about the black rhino. There's only the one black rhino has just died, which is leaving 2 females alive. And that's it of the black rhinos, 2 rhinos in the world. And they're going to have to get creative as to how they actually keep these guys going, if they can keep them going. Otherwise, we lose our rhinos, which is another animal extinct. So, yeah, if we can do something to support them. And as I said at the beginning, any funding that you give to Australia Zoo, it's going to go to the animals. It's going to go there quickly. The bushfires happened in January. It's June already, and funding has already been given to the bushfire support for those animals. So you can actually do rehabilitation funding as well. You can support the wildlife carers with food, blankets, other supplies that carers need. I have a friend of mine who is a wildlife carer in Hobart, and she has brought her animals into work in a cage to be able to look after them during the day when they've needed that extra feeding. So yeah, it costs less than a diamond painting to adopt 2 animals. Well, there you go. There's incentive. And you can adopt a tiger. You can get your tiger painting or your leopard painting, and you've got best of both worlds. So look, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for making this fun. I will tot up names and see how I go carefully. I will see how, I'll muddle through and see how I go with those names, and see if I can give a winner for all of these things. So thank you very, very much. Go join Fee. Odd, have you put the link in? You have, because you've put my link in, and you've got the Wildlife Warriors. Can you put Fee's link in, please? Because you're so on the ball with our links. I'm so thankful that you're around. And I'm imagining that you're going to be going to bed soon. So yeah, please go and join Fee, and then you will be able to have a couple of hours that you can try and catch some Z's before Carla kicks us off again. And yeah, you get to do it all over again. And we have another day, which is awesome. So thank you, Marissa, for doing this. Thank you that we can support all kinds of charities. There are a huge amount of charities that we can support. I think there was 10 in the list. So if you want to support people, you want to support animals, we are all there. All right, I'm going to let you go, and Fee will be up shortly. So thank you. And I will see you on the tubes. Bye.